It's Living on Earth. I'm Steve Gerber. A recent international study shows that the Arctic is getting more than its fair share of the impact from global warming. Temperatures in Alaska have risen an average of 4 degrees since the 1950s, more than 3 times what the rest of the Earth has experienced. One such place is Shishmaref, a village on Alaska's northwest coast where Inuit have lived for at least 1,000 years. It's about 20 miles south of the Arctic Circle, and the easy way to get there is by small plane. As storms blow in each fall, the waves are eating away at the village. Erosion, brought by a warming climate, is forcing villagers to leave the barrier island, and they don't know where they'll go. What happens to Shishmaref can be a window into how global warming affects the far north and how our society chooses to deal with it. Gabriel Spitzer begins our story on the island's south side, on the edge of Shishmaref Inlet.
Tony Weawana is loading up his boat, a rigged plywood tug powered by a potent 115 horsepower outboard motor.
We got 18 miles to go, but we got to cross the bay first. I got to go this way and then I'll shoot back like that.
Tony's heading across the inlet with his wife Fanny and 8-year-old son Clarence on the hunt for something to eat.
I'm hoping we'll see a caribou today.
He picks his way across the shallow inlet, using a route honed by scores of generations through the channels and underwater obstacles. He skirts sandbars that lurk just a foot or two below the surface. Clarence is the first to spot the antenna of a sunken boat going down the waves. On the other side, Tony pilots his boat up a small river to his hunting camp, near several of the sites Shishmaref is considering for a new village. Inside his cabin, Tony marvels at being out on the water today at all. Near the Arctic Circle, everything freezes solid in the fall and stays that way for as long as 6 months. But now the late freeze-up has become almost routine. Tony has bright eyes and often finishes sentences with sly "hi" jokes. But his face darkens a little as he talks about it. It reminds him of old stories from the mountains.
They should tell us that our seasons are going to change, the climate's going to change, weather patterns are going to change. Like right now, October 9, 15 years ago, it was frozen this time of the year. Right now, it's frozen.
Though Tony, Fanny, and Clarence are hunting caribou on land today, the people of Shishmaref mainly look to the ocean for sustenance. It's where they find seals, walrus, bluebird, or bearded seal. Harvesting, preparing, and preserving ocean-caught food are what bind this community together. It's more than just survival. It's relationships and a link with their ancestors. Moving farther from the ocean or dispersing into surrounding communities could upend that lifestyle. It makes people here nervous.
I guess you could say I'm a little bit worried about, what kind of effect it'll have on our way of life, It's going to make it harder for us to access, the